Hi, everybody. My name is Talia Wright, and I am a nutrition coach from taliawright.com. And today I'm here to talk about something that is so important in our journey of self love and elevated health. So, this video is specifically aimed at the people out there who have been either through diets up and down, had a really struggled relationship with food, with self love, with their body, acceptance of who they are, feeling that they are okay, finding that inner love if that's been something that's been a deficit in your life, or you've been through cycles of dieting, the up, the down, that often comes with defeat and guilt and restriction and all this stuff. If that's you and you've been through that sort of up and down relationship with yourself, with your body, with food, then this is for you. One thing I think that's really important to just straight up address and get out there is the fact that our society does not encourage us to look within for the answers. We are heavily encouraged every single day to look outside for the answers. We're looking for a diet plan. We're looking for a diagnosis. We're looking for how many calories to eat. We're looking for a medication to solve our anxiety. This is as a society. That's the way we're set up right now, is the answers are out there. If it worked for that person, then it's got to work for me. And if I just force my body into this certain way, if I just force myself to eat all this, then I'll get there. And I just want to really bring to light and know that the answer is within you for sure. This isn't a guess. This isn't a, super positive thought. It's just true. It's within you. No plan, no restricted regiment of having to do this many sessions of cardio this many times a week at this intensity is ever going to get you there. You need to find what it is that works for you. And the way we do that is by paying attention to our inner guide. So Gabrielle Bernstein termed the phrase ing, which is inner guide, which I think is great. I think of that often. I think, where's the ing? Listen to the ing. What's it saying? So the inner guide could also be referred to as your intuition, as the light, the positive voice inside your head that's encouraging you to act in love. And often that voice is so far back there that we don't even really know it's there anymore. We don't even really listen to it. It's not our driving force. Our driving force comes from outside. It comes from the regiment, the plan. Often it's we work the ego, or that voice coming from the outside world will operate in symbols. So what I mean by that is when I reach 130 pounds, I'll be happy. 130, it's a number, symbol. When I do cardio 5 times a week, that's what I have to do. 5, it's a symbol. When we eat 1,300 calories a day, 2,000 calories a day, 20 grams of fat, when we're a size 6, when we're a size 10, when we put ourselves in these boxes of numbers, we think when we get there, then we'll be there, which is there is going to be happy and healthy. It's going to be this mecca. When we get there, if we just do it good enough, then we will get there. And I want to tell you that that is never going to happen. So I am not trying to be a major bummer here, but what I'm actually saying is that the answers are within you. So you don't need another plan. You don't need to get to 100 and whatever pounds. You don't need to be a size whatever. That is not where your happiness lies. Your happiness lies in self-love. So a little bit back to this voice, this ing, this inner guide. It is much like our instinct that wants us to survive. So we want to be healthy. Our body doesn't want to be riddled with disease. It doesn't want excess pressure on our joints, on our bones. It doesn't want too low of calories to the point where it's causing our hair to fall out, or, whatever it is. It doesn't want all of those negative health effects that sometimes come with our self-punishment. Our body doesn't want that. Our body wants to be healthy. So what it is if we just release all of the rules and start really paying attention to our inner guide, we'll find that all the answers actually come to us quite easily. And that is where your power lies. That is when you get healthy and you stay healthy for life, because you're using your inner guide. Nobody's telling you what to eat, what to do for exercise, how much to write in a journal, what kind of clothes to wear, what size you should be, because that's going to come from within you. And I promise you, if you use that inner guide, your body is going to find the natural place that it's going to rest, which is for its optimal health. So it wants to be healthy. And if we let it do its thing and stop getting in the way with all of these voices and all of these rules, then our body will naturally come to that healthy place. And that's the biggest piece that I really want to encourage you to think of and think of often. And think if that makes sense to you. Just ask yourself, if you were to let go of all of the rules, do you think your body would naturally come to its place of peace? And there's lots of questions about, well, I got to learn what to eat. I got to learn what's good for me. I got to learn ways to cook kale or cook quinoa or something. And that is all real. And exploring recipes, taking a cooking class, getting educated with nutrition is a good thing. But what I'm wanting to remind you of is that no plan that puts you in a box is going to be the answer, because that's not coming from you. No diet will ever work that comes from anyone other than you. So in regards to food and that inner voice, often that inner voice is so far back we don't even know it's there. So what I like to encourage is to start with acts of self-love in general. So I'd love you to write a list of the things that raises your vibration, the things that make you jazzed, make you feel good, taken care of, relaxed, somewhere you can take a big breath and just What makes you feel that way? Is it going for a walk? Is it playing an instrument? Is it having a nice meal? Is it swimming in the ocean? Is it having a good talk with a friend? Is it a cup of tea? Is it a bath? What is it? Getting a massage, getting a pedicure? What is it that actually makes you feel good? Not what you should do or what you've done in the past because you should do it. I'm saying what makes you feel good. So writing down those things and then bringing them into your everyday life. It doesn't seem like it has anything to do with food or health in the beginning, but actually showing yourself that you're willing to nurture yourself will bleed into food very, very quickly. Soon you'll be looking at a snack and going, I could just add an apple to this snack, or I'll just have, a little bit bigger of a salad on the side, or whatever it is. You will start doing these acts of self-love. It's establishing trust. So one example or metaphor I want to give to you is that if you're in a relationship, any kind of relationship, family, romantic, whatever it is, friendship, and you were never listening to that person, ever. You were never listening to what they had to say. You were never listening to suggestions, ideas they had. How long would they be your friend? How long would there be a spark and a bond between you two? It wouldn't be very long, because that person would very quickly realize they're not even listening when I talk. They don't think any of my ideas are good or worthy, and I'm going to move on to someone that makes me feel good. And that's what we're doing with that inside voice. When we're never listening to it, it never gives it two legs to stand on. And pretty soon it gets quieter and quieter and quieter. And pretty soon it's just our ego or our loud drill sergeant, our demanding voice that comes through all the time. And we think more results, more rules, or more rules will come. With more rules come more results, but that's actually not true. With less rules and more love, love will always shine out the darkness. Think of a dark room, you bring a flashlight into it, it has no choice but to illuminate where you point it. It puts the darkness out. So in love, your darkness will start to dissipate very quickly. That was the biggest thing that I had to do to overcome my eating disorder. And also, it's way past an eating disorder. It was a lack of self-love and a lack of self-trust. And that was the biggest piece that I had to put together, is I just had to question every day, all the time, thinking, if I listen to my heart and I love myself, do I think that I'm going to end up being super unhealthy and gain a whole bunch of weight and all this stuff that I was scared of? Or do I think that my body will naturally become its natural shape, its strong natural shape? And through that journey, I learned that I don't have to be a size anything. I don't have to be 100 and whatever pounds. I haven't been on the scale, honestly, in about 3.5 years, because that's not where my power lies. That is not where my worth lies. My worth does not lie in a number on a scale. It does not lie in a pair of pants, what size they are. My worth lies in the kind of person I am, the amount of love that I show in the world, the example that I am to other people, to my children, to my husband, to my friends and family. That is where my worth lies. It's within me. It's my willingness to share peace and share love. And when I was in the world world of all of the rules. I was so consumed with myself that I didn't have that love to give. And that is not a bad thing. That is not a blame thing. That is just where I was. So I'll wrap it up, but the piece I really want to place for you is listen to your inner guide, the inner guide of self-love, the one that's leading you to the light, to the peace, to do all of the things that nurture yourself, big and small. Treat yourself. Be that other person in the relationship that's listening, that's acknowledging, that's thanking, that's in gratitude for that voice within you that you have. It is there. And I'm going to encourage you to bring it out. And you can bring it out through meditation, through even like a prayer or a shout out to the universe to just say, I'm in gratitude today. I'm really grateful for my life, whatever it is. It can also come out through journaling, through creative expression, painting, singing, playing an instrument, whatever it is. Or it can come out in many other ways. It can come out just in thoughts. It can come out by really sitting and asking yourself, like, what do I want here? What would make me feel good? What do I need? What do I need? And go with that, because you are okay. What you need is okay and valid. And by listening to what you need, that voice will get stronger and your health will get elevated every single time. It'll just keep elevating, elevating, elevating for life. And I promise you that is truth. No plan is going to do it for you. I want you to ask yourself, what do I need? And what will make me feel nurtured? And watch the way that bleeds into the way you treat people, the kind of parent you are if you have children, the kind of friend you are, how you contribute to society, and also what you eat. It'll all start to come together by acting more in love. Our world needs love. Our world needs light. It needs joy. So be that. Don't just be the change in the way of like do something. Be the change. Be something different than you've ever been. See that joy, see that love come out of you, and change the world, change your world, change the world around you by listening to love and being an example of love. It will always attract people. It will always attract health and wellness and mental calmness. It will always attract more love. Love attracts more love. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for spending this time with me. This is such an important message. This is my purpose, is to spread this type of message. If you like this type of thing, you can sign up for my email list, which is on my website, taliawright.com. And I send out information all the time about this type of stuff, also about health and food and recipes and all sorts of stuff. So check it out and spread this to anyone who you think could use the message of peace and love and joy in their life. Love you all. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Talk to you soon.